Hey guys, I'm Sarah and that's my dog Annie, and you're watching Cowgirls Live. Cowgirls Live is a lifestyle brand where we talk about horses, trucks, farming, hunting, fishing, and really anything that has to do with that. We talk about saddles, barrel racing, rodeo, all that good stuff. So if you're interested in that, then tune in and watch my video. So last week I showed you guys how to make hoof oil, and I have it right here. This is the finished product. It worked pretty good, but I did notice that, sorry, one second, my computer is giving me feedback. All right, anyway, I have it right here, and it is coconut oil mixed with aloe vera and tea tree oil. It works really well to keep the horse's hooves moisturized, but I did notice that the aloe didn't really mix in with the coconut oil like I was hoping. Like, if you look at it really close, you can see the bottom of it where there's like clumps of aloe. It still works fine, but like obviously it didn't mix like it was supposed to, like the recipe said it would. But anyway, so I'm just gonna put this aside over there. So for today's tip, I'm going to show you guys the super cool website that I found. Let me just share my screen with you guys. So I found this website this past week. Somebody tagged me in a post on Facebook. It's called trainingbarrelhorses.com. I'm going to type that in. And we're going to go here. What just happened? Whoa. I cannot see my screen. Okay, let me stop sharing with you guys. All right. For some unknown reason, all my other screens went out, so just give me 1 second to fix this. All right, here we go. Sorry. Anyway, so let me share this again with you guys. That was really weird. All right, so here's the website. It says, welcome to the #1 source for barrel horse training videos. Somebody tagged me in a post this week, and I clicked on this website, and it's super cool. They literally have videos on everything that has to do with training barrel horses. So, and the videos are free to watch. So you can like click on videos, equipment use, drills, horse training, horse fundamentals, all that stuff. You can look at like certain trainers, which I thought was really cool. So if there's a trainer that you want, you can click on that. But anyway, I'm definitely going to be using this because this is like so cool. I know that there's this one trainer that I know, and she uses she literally has people like pay her monthly so that you can watch her videos, and like this is completely free. So I'm definitely going to be using that. So now I'm going to go over my sponsors, and I'll share my screen with you guys again. Hopefully my computer doesn't spaz out. All right. So go to your Facebook and type in Frederick County, or you can just go to www.facebook.com / Frederick County. And you can go down here and scroll down and watch all of their videos that they have posted for local businesses. We have videos on, let me actually click videos. If you guys are in need of a car, definitely watch this video and check out Honda, Shockley, and Frederick, because they have cars there that are really nice. So check them out, and check out facebook.com / Frederick County. Then my other sponsor is Mid-Atlantic TV, and I'm sure you guys know who they are, so follow them on YouTube. And then I just got a new sponsor, guys. This is one of my friends, actually. but she takes great pictures. So Christiana Marie Photography, if you want to go to her Facebook page, here it is. I'll show you guys some of her photos. But she takes amazing pictures, like really good pictures. Like this. That's really cute. That's her kid. More pictures. Like, she has really good pictures. I love her work. So anyway, give her a follow, and if you need anybody to take pictures for you, then definitely hit her up because she'll get you some good pictures. All right. So now we are going to talk about WPRA. Just so you know, WPRA is Women's Pro Rodeo Association. And basically, like, pretty much anyone can become a member of the WPRA, but you have to fill out your permit. So you have to pay a certain amount of money for that, and then you buy your permit, and then you have to make a certain amount of money rodeoing so that you can get your actual WPRA card. And then once you have your card, you got to keep, making money so you can make the finals and really get good and get a lot of points and like being in the top for WPRA. So anyway, the website, I'll show you guys that too. Let me just type it in. I want to show you guys how we can keep, track of who's winning what. And hopefully one day, I want to be able to be on this list. There's just a list of who is winning, like current standings. So I'm going to go to the website here and show you guys how you can look at that. So let me share it with you again. Hello, computer. Screen share. Okay, screen share. I went to WPRA.com, and then you can look at results. And you can click on all these and click WPRA Pro Rodeo. And these are going to show you basically who's winning what and how much money. So if we look over here, Kathy Grimes, she got first at Lake Charles. I believe that stands for Louisiana. And she ran a pattern. She had a 15-second time, and she made $1,400 doing that. So that's pretty good. You can just see basically who's winning what in the WPRA and the Women's Pro Rodeo Association by going to this website. So just if you ever want to keep up with the rodeo news and really see what's going on, definitely click on that website and you can see all of them. By the way, guys, keep asking me tons of questions. I want to see your questions. Tanzel says, nice pigtails. Thank you. I usually don't wear braids, but I was just feeling it today. And plus, if I wear braids, like for a while, I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll have curly hair. Let's see here. And then Arwag says, Sarah, what is on the bed? Is that a kitty cat? No, that's my dog, Annie. Annie Blue is her name. Annie, come here. Come here. She's really lazy right now. She's extremely tired. I took her on a trail ride earlier today with my horse. And then I went to this pet store in Damascus, and it's called Pet Value. They have like these dog baths that they let you use. You pay them like $10, and then they're like, oh, you can use our dog baths and use our soap and stuff. So I gave her a bath, and she's been like kind of mad at me ever since then because she hates baths. And they have a blow dryer there for the dog. I also blow dried her, so that also made her like kind of mad, I think, but it's okay. She still loves me. She's just mad at me, so she's just gonna sleep. Let's see. Thank you, Rwags, he says I have very nice sounding audio. All right. So the next thing we're going to talk about, Rwag says, I love your dog. What kind of dog is she? She is an Australian cattle dog or a blue heeler. You can call her either or, really. It doesn't matter. But like, I feel like the more fancy term is Australian cattle dog, but then most people will just call them blue heelers. It doesn't matter. But anyway, that's what she is. And she's also mixed with border collie, but you can't really tell. She just looks like a small blue heeler. So now I'm going to talk to you guys about a very special lady. Her name is Amberly Snyder. She is I think she's a professional barrel racer. I'm pretty sure she's a professional barrel racer. Anyway, she's really, really good. And she was really, really good, and she still is, but she had an accident, and it caused her to be paralyzed in her whole, like, lower half. So I believe it's her hips down. She cannot feel anything. So she was driving her truck one day, and something happened. She ended up rolling and flipping her truck, and she got in a terrible accident, and she flew out of the windshield and went to the hospital, all that stuff. You know, they're like, you're paralyzed. You can't really do anything. You shouldn't ride your horses anymore. It's a really sad story for her, but she stuck with it, and she now rides her horses and still competes, like, competitively, without any feeling in her lower half, because she Velcros herself to the saddle, and she's taught her horse all these super cool commands for her horse to, like, listen to without her legs, and she just uses her hands, and I think she uses a whip too. But anyway, she has a movie coming out that I am so excited to watch. So the movie, let me look up what it's called. It's because I want to show you guys the part of the trailer, even though you can't hear it. That way you guys can, like, look at it. But anyway, her name is Amberly Snyder. So you can type in, like, Amberly Snyder trailer or Amberly Snyder movie or whatever you want to do. Here, let me share it with you guys. So if you type in Amberly Snyder movie, I mean, a lot of stuff comes up. It's called Walk, Ride, Rodeo. So, come on, computer. I'm going to show you guys the trailer, or some of it. You're not going to be able to hear it. Oh, this is an ad. This is an M&M ad, guys. Go M&Ms. Who likes M&Ms? Let me know if you like M&Ms, guys. Blah. Go away, M&Ms. All right, so there's her horse, her reins. That's not actually her, that's an actor, but this is her just, like, rodeoing, doing what she loves. And then she gets into a car accident, like, later on in the movie. And then she has to just basically start from scratch. See, because she wrecks her truck. So sad. All right. Anyway, you guys can click on that. You guys can watch it. I'm not going to show you guys the whole thing. You can do that. So, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. Stop sharing. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, it's on Netflix. I think it's going to be on Netflix. I don't think it's on there yet. But it's coming out sometime in March. That's all I know. So, definitely watch that movie because it's going to be really interesting. I was actually able to listen to Amberly talk in person, which is why I wanted to talk about her, because, like, I just feel cool that I got to talk to a really inspirational barrel racer that, even though she had all these problems, she just kept going. So I was able to listen to her talk at National High School Rodeo Finals in Wyoming over the summer. She rode her horse in there with a microphone. She wasn't even strapped in on her horse. She can't feel her legs. She wasn't even strapped in. She just rode in there like no big deal. But she was just walking. I'm sure if she was actually running, she would probably strap herself in there or do something different. But it was really cool to actually talk to her. JCE says, the lead actress kind of looks like you. Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment. CraigShipp says he'll watch. All right. Let me know if you guys are going to watch. Comment and tell me if you're going to watch, because it's going to be a super cool movie, and I want you guys to check it out. Also, I have a Bitcoin, and I want you guys to donate to my Bitcoin. Well, it's not really my Bitcoin, it's Cowgirls Live Bitcoin. So basically, I'm just gonna, whatever you donate, like, I'm gonna hold on to it and see what happens with the value, and I'm gonna stand strong and hold on to my Bitcoin. So donate to my Bitcoin, and I'll show you guys the thing for that too. One more screen share. And actually, let me just pull it up first so that you guys don't have to look at all my screen changing. That's probably boring for you guys. Click on here. Oh, and then I have another story to tell you guys. I don't know if you remember, but I told you guys a while ago about when I went to southern states, and there was a guy there that couldn't lift the bedding that I bought, and it frustrated me. So after I show you guys my Bitcoin scanning thing, you got to scan it. Screen share. There we go. Okay, so get on the old Facebook and type in Cowgirls Live or www.facebook.com/cowgirlslive, and you can see my little scanny thing and scan it on your phone, and you can donate to the Bitcoin. So check that out. Now I'm going to stop sharing with you guys. So I stopped sharing, and I'm back on the screen. Oh, yes, I do have the private keys. It is my Bitcoin for sure. I'm never losing that. But anyway, so today I went to southern states because I needed a water trough. And I, went inside and I was like, so do I need to go to the back to pick this up, or do I just buy this out here in the front? Because some things you got to go to the back and they like load it in your truck. So she's like, oh, no, just buy it up here, and then go to the back. And like one of the boys back there loaded up. So I'm talking to her and I'm like, she's telling me the different size water troughs. And I'm like, like, I don't even know what size water trough I have. She goes, there's a 50-gallon, a 70-gallon, a 100-gallon, and a 150-gallon. And I was like, well, I don't know what kind I want. So like I had to go look at the water trough. So she was like, oh yeah, just walk in the back. One of the boys back there, they'll show you which water trough, which one's what, so that I can figure out what I wanted to get. So I go back there. There's a guy back there. I'm like, hey, where are the horse water troughs? I'm looking for a water trough. And he's like, he said something. He was like, the trough. He said some weird thing. I don't even know. He said something about a trough, but it wasn't a horse water trough, and he didn't know where they were. And I was like, okay. He was like, I'm new. I don't know where they are. So let me just tell you one thing. Stores like this, it's pretty simple. They have the feed inside, the bedding's usually outside, and then they got like gates and horse troughs and all that stuff in the back, like outside, not inside. And so I kind of was like, okay, well, I'm going to go find these water troughs, because I wasn't trying to wait around all day. So anyway, I went and found the water troughs, literally just outside where everything else was. Wasn't that hard to find. Found the water trough, and I'm like, all right. So I go back inside. I tell this girl, I'm like, yeah, the water trough. I need the 70-gallon water trough. She, I pay her, whatever. I go out back, and I'm like, I pull up back, and I'm like, all right, so do you want me to just load this on myself since you don't know where they are? And he's like, yeah, sure. So I walk over there to get it, and I drove over there so the truck could be closer. And I drove over there, I backed up next to it, and I had my two girlfriends with me, Gracie and Cameron. And we were picking up this water trough to put it in there. And that guy did not lift a single hand. No, he didn't help us at all to help us put this water trough in there. He's just like, oh. And it was wet. And I said, oh, dang, this is all wet. He goes, yeah, it's a little rainy. And I was like, okay, thanks for your help. I didn't actually say that, but like he didn't really help me at all. So I wasn't rude though. I was just like, thank you. But at the same time, like it annoys me when like, I don't mind lifting heavy stuff. I'll do it anytime, but it's annoying when somebody else, like a guy, just stands there and it's just like, Like, you're supposed to be stronger than me. Hello. So basically, that's my boyfriend advice. If you ever want to date a cowgirl, you got to be stronger than her. We went over this in one of the other videos, but I just wanted to remind you guys, you got to be stronger than your cowgirl, or at least you got to act like you are so she thinks you are, and not just stand back and let her do all the work. I mean, yeah, you can. Sometimes she's going to want to do all the work. I mean, sometimes I like doing everything, and I don't want like any help in doing anything. Like, I want to tack on my own horse. I want to put my horse's boots on. I sometimes want to lift my own feed bags. But it's nice to offer, all right? Just offer. That's all I have to say. Just always offer your time. All right. So now what you guys have probably been waiting for is tack cleaning. But first, I'm going to answer some questions. Blah, 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 blah. What movie did you recommend? I believe it was called Walk, Ride, Rodeo. Hopefully I'm right. If not, just look up Amberly Snyder movie. Yes, it is Walk, Ride, Rodeo, guys. Walk, Ride, Rodeo. That's the movie you're going to watch. All right. Arwag says, do you have to put heaters in the water for horses in the winter like they do in Indiana? Yes, we do. And sometimes those break. More like all the time they break. And then you got to put a new one in. But it happens when you do with horses. I am a strong, independent woman, by the way, JCE. I don't need no man, but I'm just saying, if you're going to try to talk to me, you got to be nice about it and at least offer to help. Discount, is that cattle dog breathing? Annie? Yeah, she's breathing. All right. What exactly does a cowgirl does? I have a cowboy sort of family, but not any cowgirl. Same thing that cowboys do, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, but if he was cute and rich, I think he'd overlook the whole not being stronger thing. No, I wouldn't. No. It's not all about looks. It's not all about money. I mean, money's nice. Looks are nice, but like, I really don't want to be with no sissy. I'm not about that sissy life. That's the laziest blue heeler I've ever seen, says Discount. I know, she's lazy sometimes, but she went out on a trail ride today. She got a workout. I mean, we rode, it was probably like a good 3 miles that she walked and ran behind me. So she was in the creeks and the mud and everything. She was disgusting. But she wants to be lazy sometimes. She can be lazy. She's one of those dogs where she just does whatever I do. If I'm just sitting around doing nothing, she just sits around and does nothing. But if I'm out there on my horse, she'll like run around with me. All right. JCE says, what is the Ferrari or Mercedes of horse breeds? Well, I'm trying to probably like, I mean, in my opinion, it's a quarter horse. But like, that's just me because I like quarter horses. But you can ask a lot of people that question and they're going to give you, different answers for that. So I can't tell you that. Like, it's just a personal preference. Like, some people would be like, Ferraris are dumb. I like trucks. So it's like the same thing with horses. You could like Ferraris and Mercedes, or you could like quarter horses and thoroughbreds. You could like Arabians or giraffes. I just don't really know, but I like quarter horses. So quarter horses. All right. So now I'm going to show you guys how to clean some tack. Okay, so cleaning tack is not that fun. I don't like doing it. That's why I'm doing it on the camera. So I can't get too mad because I'm in front of people. Just kidding. Not really. I don't really mind doing it, but it's not the most fun thing to do. But it is very important to always clean your tack. Well, not like, I mean always, but like not every day. Like, you don't clean tack every day. I don't know when the last time I cleaned my tack was, honestly. And that's a bad thing. It's not good. I need to clean it more. But you always need to check your tack. And what I mean by check is when you tack up your horse, you need to look at everything, like all the straps, all the hooks. You got to look at where the leather could be worn down because you don't want anything breaking and then your saddle falling off, because I've had that happen to me. And trust me, It is not fun. You do not want that to happen to you. So you always need to look at that stuff, you know, just at least do a quick scan, pick up your stirrups, look under there, check out your cinch, all that good stuff. But I mean, I can't really do that for you guys on camera because I can't bring my horse into my room right now. Sadly, I don't think he'd like to go up the steps. And plus, my room's kind of packed already with my dog and me and this saddle. It's really honestly hard enough getting the saddle up here. So tacking is like putting on the saddle, the saddle pad, the bridle, putting stuff on your horse, tacking. That's pretty much what tacking is. And then this is tack: saddle, breastplate, bridle, cinch, billet, latigo. That's all tack. So basically anything that you're putting on your horse is tack. So I'm going to show you guys like a quick way to clean some stuff. I'm not going to obviously get super into it because I'm just kind of in my room and I'm on camera. I've got a microphone attached to me, but I will show you. So first thing we're going to do is, ooh, that was loud. We're going to get the bridle, and this is very dirty. These reins are supposed to be white and black, but they're kind of brown and black because they're dirty. And I dropped that on accident. Well, my dog actually got up for once. Anyway, so this is my bridle. This is my bit. This is called a no-hip bit. It looks super giant and crazy. A lot of people don't know about these because they're like a newer bit. Basically, you know, the horse's mouth goes over this, and then when you pull to turn the horse's mouth, to turn the horse's head, the bit kind of goes up more so that they have like a constant pressure until you release it, and then it just goes back to normal so they're not being pulled on. So when I turn a barrel, I pull on my horse, it's going to pull his mouth a little bit more, and he's going to turn the barrel, and then as soon as I get around that barrel, it's going to quickly release like that. And then it's, you know, not bothering his mouth. But it's a giant bit. It's different. It's weird. People think it's weird. But I personally do like this bit on my horse Tigger. It works well on him. I've never tried it on any of my other horses. But, because I just haven't really needed to. But to clean your bit, though, I'm not going to clean the bit here. I'm really just cleaning leather today in front of the camera. But, so to clean a bit, it's really simple. You just get water. You can use some mild soap if you want. Just scrub it because, I mean, this has got some dried up grass stuck to it. Smells kind of gross, but, you know, it's not really that dirty. Honestly, I've seen a lot dirtier. But for this, you're just going to run that underwater. And these are my reins. I put these in the washing machine, or my grandma puts them in the washing machine because she is good about cleaning stuff. And I'm not. That's why they're brown. But anyway, I'm going to take these reins off of here. And that's because I don't want to get the leather cleaning stuff on the reins. And also, this can be a pain. So these reins are really, like, thick. They're like really wide. Actually, they're not really thick. They're just like a wide rein here, so they can get stuck, especially after like not changing them for a while. So sometimes you really gotta pull on them and mess with them to get it out. But you'll get it eventually. They're made to come apart eventually, and there's like dust flying off of this. Anyway, I got one side off, and then it's also kind of hard because right here they get stuck in the bit if this like isn't big enough. But anyway, we got that off. So now we got to get the other side taken off. Just gonna take this off. Don't judge my faces that I'm making while I'm doing this. All right. All right, you guys keep talking. Ask me questions. So that's that without the reins. Reins are taken off. So now I'm going to take off the bit. And for this particular bridle, It has a different kind of strap that goes under the cheek. Usually they have a leather strap that's connected to this, not the actual bit. See, this piece is connected to the bit and it goes under the chin. This is a lot different than what they usually have on there. But anyway, it's a little different. So now I'm just going to be untying this from here. And it's kind of a pain sometimes. But anyway, you just untie it. Discount set. Scott SJ says I think she's 18. I am 18. I turned 18 in June, even though I probably look like I'm 12, especially with these braids. Everyone says I look like I'm 12. Sorry. I'm used to it. I don't really care. But anyway, and then Discount says, do you wear Spurs? Yes, I wear Spurs. I don't wear them all the time when I ride, at least during the winter, because I usually wear like muck boots to ride, and I don't think I could really fit my Spurs on my muck boots. Plus, it would just, I don't need them all the time, so like I don't really care. All right, somebody says I look 18. That's a first. I'll take it. Thank you. It's a compliment. Everyone says I look 12, and it's like really annoying. But anyway, here's the bit. It's taken off. It's all miscombobulated and messed up now, but there it is. It's really easy when you're taking this stuff apart to mess it up completely and not be able to put it back how it was. So make sure that you know what you're doing if you're trying to take this stuff apart. But anyway, so this can just be cleaned with water, soap, towel. You can use like a toothbrush to get it really good. And I'm not doing that on the camera because, like I said, I'm just doing leather stuff, and I'm just going to set that aside. All right, so here is this bridle, and this is also a special bridle to go with the no hip bit because usually bridles are like way longer, and it can't really be that long because the no hip bit comes way up. KV Barry says, will your horse do barrels without a bit? Yes, I could probably do barrels without a bit, but they wouldn't be as good because I wouldn't be able to get a tight turn with the horse I'm riding right now. But he does neck rein, which means when the rein hits his neck to a certain side and I pull, he turns. So I could probably do it. The barrels just would not be pretty, and it would just be sloppy. But yeah, he could do it. Discount says, what does your t-shirt say? It says, roll down the windows and turn up the George. As in George Strait, because I like George Strait and he has great songs. Go George Strait. Okay, so anyway, I went ahead and just took this off of here. It's a lot easier to clean stuff when it's fully taken apart. But, you know, like I said, don't get confused because it's really easy to take this stuff apart and then not be able to put it back together. And we do not want that to happen at all. So I've just taken this off. This is this. So when I clean tack, I like to have one bucket with like a cloth and water and one with oil. So I have a bucket. Well, it's not really. It's literally a container. Let me just move this out of the way. It's a container with water in it. I recommend using an old bucket, not a container, but I'm in my house with a computer next to me, so, you know, I don't want to get too much water and make a mess. So I have this right here, and this is just a washcloth. I stole it out of the bathroom drawer. My mom's probably going to be mad that I'm using that to clean tack, but oh well. So I'm going to put this in here. It's okay, though. I'll wash it for her, so she won't even know. And just get a little water on here. Not too much. We don't want to soak it. It's really just to get the dirt off of it. And I don't want to make a mess in my room. So, yeah. But anyway, then we're just going to clean this off here. Super clean. Like before it was looking ugly. And clean, clean, clean. And this really honestly isn't too terribly dirty. Definitely seen worse, but I also like to kind of stretch it out a little bit because a lot of times they get used to bending one way. It's a good idea to just stretch it out. JCE says, how did you meet Craig? I believe I met Craig at J-Bar W branch at Rodeo. Discount says this looks like a watch strap. All right, cool. Anyway, so this is pretty clean right now. And then after I clean the stuff with just a little bit of water, you can also buy what they call saddle soap to do this. But I mean, I'm fine with just using a little bit of water in a rag, and then I put oil on it. So this is, well, it's not really just oil. It's Urad Total Leather Care. So let's see. They don't actually have directions. I was going to literally read you guys the directions, but they don't have that on here. So, anyway, but basically all you do is just rub it on the leather that you've cleaned with this handy dandy little sponge. And you got to take it out of this thing. Whew. Pop it out. Put it in here. It's kind of, it smells weird. This stuff always smells weird, but anyway, gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So I got a little bit of it on here, and this is clean, so I'm just gonna cover this in this lovely smelly oil stuff. But anyway, it might smell weird, it might make my hands gross, but it's really important to do this because this stuff can dry out, and then when you're in the middle of a run, it can break. And you don't want that. And also, it looks nice. It looks clean. It looks nice. It looks like you take care of your stuff. It looks like you're doing your job the right way. You want to always be presenting yourself somewhat nice, even though I usually don't care about that. But anyway, safety first, right? You got to do what you got to do to be safe. So that's how you clean a bridle. And then, obviously, I'm just going to set this aside while I clean this one. This piece really is not that dirty. There's a little dirt on it, so I'm just going to use my rag a little bit and just kind of get where I think it's dirty, because I don't like soaking my leather in water. It's not really that good for it. So just going to use a little bit of water where we need to, just to get the dust off, you know. And then, I mean, I really don't see any major dirt spots on here. So I'm just going to put this back and then get the sponge again. Get some of this goop on here, that oil stuff. It's really good. It actually works really good. I know I said it was like, it smells weird or whatever, but it does the job. There's all sorts of brands of this stuff you can get, but so far, like, this is one of the brands that I've actually really liked because it's not too, it's like pretty liquidy, so it doesn't get stuck on here. Like, I've had other stuff and it's like clumpy and it'll make these like white spots on my stuff. And I don't like that. I like it to literally absorb it. And half the time it's like sitting on top, and I don't want that. JCE says, how common is it to be kicked by a horse? I don't know how common it is, but pretty much everybody who rides horses is probably going to get kicked at least once in their life. But anyway, that's how you clean a bridle. And then obviously I'm going to reassemble it, but not right now because I just want it to dry out a little bit. And just kind of, I like to stretch it out, work with it a little bit to make sure that it really gets absorbed into the leather. And then after this, I'm going to go ahead and clean my bit, put my reins back on after I put them in the wash. And that's how you clean a bridle. And then that's really how you clean any piece of tack. Hands are all dirty. That's what water's for. All right, anyway, that's really how you clean any piece of tack, but that was just a bridle because I can't really show you guys how to clean every piece of tack in my room. But, and also, this stuff keeps your hands moist too. Even though it smells bad, like, now that it's like in my hands, I can't really smell it as much. But anyway, keeps your hands nice and soft as well as leather. But anyway, that's how you clean tack. That's just the basics of it. Obviously, if there's stuff with sparkles on it, you got to be careful about that. You don't want to mess up anything. But that's the basics of that. So thank you guys for watching tonight's video. I'm going to see if you guys have any. Scott SJ says, how thick is the leather? I'll show you guys a little bit up close of this. Ta-da! So I think in my description I said all sorts of tack. That's literally how you clean all sorts of tack. even though I showed you with one piece of tack, all sorts of tack is cleaned the same way. So that's how you do it. This is like sticking on my hand. Ah! All right. Sarah, do you take such good care of your car as well? Says JCE. Well, not quite. I mean, I don't know. I care more about my tack and my horse than my car, probably. Discount says I got kicked by a bull. I mean, I'm sure that would hurt. I'm the Ant says, did you ever fall off a horse like when you started riding? Well, I actually have really fallen off more after I've been riding for a while. Never really fell off when I was just first starting. It's always just been like me goofing off and like falling off because I'm just like not paying attention or something now. But when I first started riding, I was like really cautious and like super like, oh, I don't want to make my horse mad, so I'm just gonna sit here. Well, now I'm not like that. I just kind of do whatever. I'm not really worried about my horse. Like, I'm not worried about falling off. I'm just kind of there. But anyway, thank you guys for watching tonight's show. I hope you guys learned a little bit about tack. Go ahead and, follow the Instagram, the Facebook at Cowgirls Live. Oh, and by the way, I just realized something last Monday after the show. I gave you guys the wrong Snapchat. So my Snapchat is not Sarah_Lynn. It's My Chicks Royalty. I know it's really weird. It's MyChicksRoyalt. That's my horse's registered name. So like horses have registered names so that you can show who their parents are and where they come from and all their lineage. I don't really know like the whole reason we do it, but it's kind of cool, I think. But if you just want to see like more stuff about horses and maybe more stuff about my show and Cowgirls Live, so go ahead and follow that. Thank you guys for watching tonight's video. Bye.